Playing outdoors is one of the easiest things we can do to live a healthy lifestyle. But it could be a whole lot healthier if all fields and playgrounds were chemical-free. Today, I'm learning the science on how to keep our playing fields safe and thriving.
A lot of people choose organic food because they want to reduce their exposure to pesticide residues, but they might not realize that pesticides are often used in the parks and playing fields where we spend a lot of time outdoors. With a few simple changes, we want to reduce people's pesticide exposure wherever it happens.
Exposure to weed and insect killers can be harmful to humans and animals. That's why Britt Lundgren and the team at Stonyfield Organic, one of our sponsors, are helping communities go chemical-free.
We are in Bug Light Park in South Portland, Maine.
It's beautiful here.
It is. It's a gorgeous place, and it's also a really exciting place because South Portland has just decided to make their entire city free of pesticides.
That's a huge deal, right?
It is a big deal. They realize that people don't want to be exposed to the chemicals that are in pesticides. So we're selecting towns around the country that are interested in starting to manage some of their fields organically, and we're providing them with some technical support from folks who have a lot of expertise in organic landscape management.
For people watching at home, are there easy things that they can do at home?
Anybody can start managing their lawn organically, and so you can start by doing a soil test, which is a really simple thing where you just dig up some soil samples, send them off to your local university, and they'll come back to you with some information about the nutrients that are in your soil. Looks a little overwhelming when you first look at it, but really it's pretty basic, and they break it down for you. And it'll help you figure out how much fertilizer you need to put on your lawn.
Soybean meal. This is like blood work for soil. Or you can take science into your own hands with an easy at-home pH test. And it starts with boiling a vegetable.
So this strange purple juice here is water from boiling red cabbage. You boil it in some distilled water. You don't want to use tap water because it has to be neutral
No
pH
minerals,
water.
not filtered water. You want to get that distilled water in the jug.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna take our soil
Okay, if you open this.
and we're gonna put it in here. And we're gonna see what color this turns. We're gonna see if it's more blue or more pink.
The cabbage water is a natural pH indicator. When the water is mixed with an acid like vinegar, it turns pink. When mixed with a base like baking soda, it turns blue. The color we're looking for is...
Ideally, if it stayed purple, that would mean that we had a neutral soil.
I got it now.
Yeah.
Britt, it's been a couple minutes and look.
Yeah,
Purple.
It's purple still, so that means we have neutral pH here, which is great news. That's one less thing we have to do to fix this soil up. If you did this test and you got something that looked kind of like that color, then you would know that you wanted to add something like lime or wood ash to your soil, and that would raise the pH of your soil to make it more neutral.
Now, if I get a soil that looks closer to this like turquoise.
If it's more blue, that means that your soil has a pH above 7, and so that means your soil is more basic, and you want to lower the pH. And the best way to do that is by adding compost.
This is fascinating. I mean, I guess the good lesson here is you don't want a soil that's acidic. That doesn't sound good, but no one wants to be basic.
That's right.
Britt, this was a really fun science experiment, but there are other fun things here that I'm curious about.
I have brought some aerating shoes.
Is that what these are?
That's right. If you have areas that are really compacted, and this whole place is pretty compacted, you could just pop these on when you're getting ready to mow your lawn. There we go.
It feels so tall, Britt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny, now you know what it's like to go to an outdoor wedding in high heels. We're just gonna wear these and walk around and mow the lawn.
I don't remember having a lawnmower like this when I was a kid.
Electric mowers have come a long way in the past couple of years.
So no emissions.
That's right.
How do you feel about bagging grass clippings?
I don't do it because grass clippings make a great source of nutrients for your soil. So you can actually just let them mulch onto the lawn.
I love when going green makes your life easier.
Grab the handle, start her up.
Britt suggests setting the mower blade about 3 inches off the surface. Longer blades of grass above ground promote deeper roots below. We've aerated a lot. We've mowed. Anything else?
I brought some organic fertilizer. And organic fertilizer comes from a natural source, and It's designed to feed the soil. So it feeds the microorganisms that live in your soil, and those then feed the plants. And it really is a world down there. In a teaspoon of healthy soil, there are more microorganisms than there are people on the entire planet. That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
My mind just got blown by that statement. Should we feed our lawn with our organic fertilizer?
Let's go for it.
After feeding the grass, Britt and I head across the park to meet her husband and daughter. Hi, guys. The people who inspire her Green Planet goals.
How are you doing? I love doing this work because I want my daughter to grow up in a world where she doesn't have to worry about being exposed to pesticide residues that might impact her health. And by choosing to grow more organic food and to manage our parks organically, we can really make that difference.
This really hammers it all home because you want the planet to be green, you want your family to be healthy, and you want everything to be good for the future, right? High five.
Can you do a fist bump?
Boom.